started, please hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate your support. Now we're gonna pack our bags and head on over to the Rocky Mountains. I got a band out there from Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado to be exact, and then Richie's from Denver, and these guys have been recently blowing up the scene down there. They're called the heavyweights of the local area, and these guys are freaking awesome. But we're gonna check them out, because this is New York over here. You hear that? This is New York. So we're gonna check them out today on King of the Pit. The band is called 13th Plague, and they're my next featured guest today, baby. Let's go on King of the Pit.
All right. We're 13 Plagues from Pueblo, Colorado. You're watching King of the Pit.
Perfect.
Go.
How long have you been together?
Ooh, that's gonna be like you, sir.
I think me and Richard, our drummer, started about 3 years ago. Write music. It was just going to be a studio project. Ended up turning into a band. We wrote and recorded 5 songs. There was another project in the works that kind of went downhill, so brought in Matt and Josh, and then shortly after David. And we've been a full band for, I guess, coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, we're missing one guy now, Richard. We're up and down the Front Range. We're from Pueblo, and Richard is up in Denver. So I guess technically we're just a Colorado band.
Metal has been a big part of the music scene for a long time. What makes you unique or different?
Ooh. I'll start this. I feel it's a level of maturity and just trying to write good songs. We've all grown up listening to totally different styles of music. I think it's not really a one-trick pony for this band for sure. If we all listed our musical influences, it'd be crazy. But I think just us being mature in that style of writing is good for us.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think we are different from, we're not reinventing the wheel. But I do think we are unique in the sense of we don't necessarily fit into one bounding box. We didn't set out to be a heavy metal band or a hardcore band or a deathcore band or a beatdown band or any of that. We set out to just write. I set out anyway to write the shit that I wanted to hear, and that ranges from all of those things: death metal, hardcore, two-step parts, beatdown shit, very Dino Cazares inspired machine gun riffs, and you just kind of roll it all into a ball and make it work. Yeah, so I think that's the uniqueness of it. Is there's no, we've played shows with straight hardcore bands. It was 4 hardcore bands and us. Mm-hmm. We're about to play a show with 4 death metal bands, and we're smack dab in the middle. And we tend to fit in no matter what. I feel like we could play a show with Atreyu, same as we could play a show with Chimera or Kubla Khan. It wouldn't be off any of the directions. We'd be able to kind of slip right into whichever crowd they're going to enjoy at least one of our songs.
Yeah.
I feel like we bring a level of ferocity more than anything. Again, like James said, we're not reinventing the wheel, but I feel like we come in and we put in the work and we give people what they want when it comes to the intensity and the kind of excitement factor that comes with heavy music. I know it's definitely an outlet for a little bit of aggression and anger, especially with a lot of the things that are happening in our world today. And I know that a lot of other people can feel that and feed off of that in the live setting. So, yeah, really just an aggression more than anything. Yeah.
Oh, the bass player's got that shit.
He's a bass player.
No, personally, like to piggyback off of what James and Matt said, it's not trying to bring anything completely unique and off the wall that doesn't feel comfortable. And that, for me, from the writing perspective, has been what it has been, is very in the pocket, very comforting, not trying to force it to be anything that it doesn't want to be. All of our projects have been just a plethora of different genres, all within that rock vein, but this seems to be one of the more organic feeling projects that we've been in, and not to be cliche, but that really is how it's been. It's one of those you just kind of jumped in and everything fits and we have fun. We could throw ideas at the wall and it doesn't feel like a struggle when we go to bring them all together.
Yeah.
I definitely think we got lucky in the members that we have in the band, that the directions have aligned. There hasn't been, no, we can't do this or we can't do that. I hate this, I hate that. It has been a very fluid process, like Bruce Lee, be like water.
Oh, yeah.
What's the scene like in your area? What are the pros and cons? Go ahead, Chief.
So Pueblo's always been a weird town for music, and I'm not saying weird in a bad way, but we are too small of a town to get all the major acts and major concerts that come through. So with that, you have local music that is pulling together organic influences, and they're not trying to copy something that they just saw at a concert the night before. And so that's one thing that I've always been really proud of Pueblo bands, is that we've kind of been left to our own devices around here, and we get to do whatever we want. And Pueblo has always been known to have a crazy lineup of very original music to come out of it. It's great. I think our little music scene is amazing here, and a lot of Pueblo bands are leaving the nest, so to speak, to go do a lot of cooler shit outside of the state and our town.
I think our scene is very robust. It's been able to weather a lot of changes. You know, we've gone from times where we've had 3-4 great venues to play in to everything shut down and we don't have anything. But through all of that, we've had not only the bands that have continued to play and continued to push on and write good music, but we've had the community around us. Everything from just people coming to shows, which is the most important, but other people willing to jump out there and help on the grander commercial scale of things, from promotion, from merchandise, to providing even a makeshift venue.
Spot,
Just a spot. Hey man, I've got a restaurant with a spot in the back. You guys can come play. We've had a
metal show.
Yeah, we've had a lot of local support
Bomb
in
shelter.
in keeping the scene in this town alive. And dude, I've been head in the scene since I was 12, 13 years old, just going to shows, and it's been great my entire life. I mean, we're going on 30 years in the scene, and it's never died out. It's been great.
Awesome.
Yep, I think there's a lot of bands, a lot of talent, a lot of support, and like Josh was saying, everybody's down to just help. You know, granted there's some shitheads, but you know that's going to come with any scene. There's going to be, you know, band to band drama. There's going to be, you know, all that kind of stuff, which no different here than anywhere else. But it is incredible. You know, just last year we played with one of our friends at a CD release. They were going to do a house show, and we ended up playing in an anime store.
Anime shop.
Yeah, empty anime shop.
Retail spot.
In a strip mall. That thing was packed wall to wall. You know, we were blowing power circuits left and right, but it was fucking incredible to see just this, you know, store not much bigger than this room we're standing in, just packed with kids, you know, giving it their all. And that, you know, that brought in bands from Denver, from Fort Collins, from Colorado Springs. Like, it brought a lot of people out. And I think with, you know, even without specified venues or, you know, anything like that, like, the scene here is absolutely thriving in that aspect, you know.
Definitely.
New upcoming music, if relevant.
Oh, yeah. So we had mentioned that we had put out, well, James and Richard, they founded this project and came to me to record it, but it was 5 songs that they had written. And David, Josh, and I were, you know, got onto it as it was already halfway done being recorded, and we added our, you know, kind of little spice on it. These next batch of songs, which we just released for Michael and Bones, and then our cover of Hatebreed song, have been the first tracks that we wrote together, and we have 2 more that are just being written right now. We're going to keep on writing, so pretty exciting for us because we're all in a room together writing music and trying out ideas without having any preconceived notions of what the song needs to be or whatever. And it's been a blast. So yeah, be on the lookout for some new music rather soon, actually.
Yeah.
Keep a lookout for that.
Well, where can people find your music? Everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora. I think you can add us on your Reels on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
YouTube, all the YouTube channels, run YouTube Music and all that other stuff.
We will send King of the Pit a link to our distro kit. Has every link that you're going to need to find everything we've released so far. What's next for 2026? Upcoming shows, more new music.
Just writing. We want to write. One of our members right now is gonna be a dad here this year, getting married. So Richard has a lot going on, and we're stoked. But we also want to write, and so we're gonna be doing that this year, getting new music out. We have a show in July at the Gold Dust here in Pueblo. Another big show of random genres all in one bill, but that's the plan for 2026, is just to write and play some local stuff. But yeah, we'll get some new stuff out there for everybody.
The show coming up May 22nd.
Oh shit!
In
Yeah.
Springs, with some of my local heroes I've been watching for 2 decades. Poolside at the Flamingo from Denver. I am over the moon to play with those guys.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like
May
fun. That'd be crazy.
22nd at Wagon Wheel in Colorado Springs. Then July 18th here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Gold Dust.
We'll send some flyers of those. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Number 8. What would you like most about your music? Yes, you, David.
Think for yourself. Try to don't go with the flow. And also try not to let the things that are going on around you, affect you too deeply. But always know that there's people like us who are trying to, create some sort of outlet for these feelings that we're all going through in these fucked up times. Just free thinking, independence, self-discipline, and fucking metal. Just
Absolutely. Fuck yeah.
yeah. Let me do that intro.
Let's go.